All right, gentlemen, let's say I'm a fitness buff and I work out daily. How do I know I have my fitness priorities correct and that what I'm working on is going to optimize my golf performance and prevent injury?
In order to ensure you're doing golf-specific exercises and not reinforcing improper body mechanics, we recommend a comprehensive golf-specific evaluation at Premier Physical Therapy of Jacksonville, Florida. This evaluation includes a biomechanical physical evaluation where we look at range of motion and strength and your swing faults. We then compare that to a video swing analysis to those limitations we found in the golf-specific evaluation. And then finally, we would develop an advanced golf-specific exercise program, which can be done inexpensively in a time-efficient manner. For individuals serious about their fitness and their game of golf, it is important to have a highly trained professional develop their routine. Physical therapists are musculoskeletal experts who are trained in human movement and have a greater understanding of the physical complexity of the golf swing, and therefore would be the best choice for the development of a golf-specific fitness program. One of the drawbacks of not having a trained professional develop your golf-specific exercise program is that traditional exercises tend to focus in the wrong areas. Let's take strength for instance. They all tend to focus on the amount of resistance that is lifted. How much weight can you lift? What's your 1 rep max? Things along those lines. Not particularly how the weight is used. They also tend to ignore the role of the foot or the leg, which obviously is in contact with the ground during the golf swing. They also tend to ignore the core muscles or the posture muscles that are equally important for the stabilization of the spine throughout the golf swing. They also tend to focus on straight plane or linear motions, whereas we know the golf swing is multiplanar, meaning it goes across all the different joints and a variety of motions. And therefore, the exercise program should incorporate all these principles when it comes to strength training. With regards to the flexibility aspect of traditional exercise programs, they typically focus on maximal muscle elongation, meaning trying to get the muscle as long as possible, without regard to the ability to restore elastic energy, which is important for the golf swing. They also ignore this concept of dynamic flexibility, which is basically active stretching. Again, training the muscles and the body how to incorporate that new length into the system. Very important for the golf swing. With regards to the endurance aspect of traditional exercise programs, they typically focus on aerobic endurance and neglect anaerobic endurance, which is important for power, explosiveness, and speed. They tend to neglect interval sprint training, which is a great way to train for anaerobic endurance. Great exercise for the golf swing. A golf-specific exercise program should center around the following essential elements of sports fitness. The first being the concept of instability. The concept of instability means you're standing on unlevel surfaces, therefore providing your brain feedback from your muscles and then back to your muscles. This is important in a variety of reasons. While we're on the golf course, tend to be standing on unlevel surfaces, in a sand trap, wind, distractions, things like that. Plus the golf swing is a movement that we have to be stable for. The next essential element of a golf-specific exercise program involves the concept of multiple planes of motion. It is important that your exercise program incorporates movement patterns that are more natural and functional and help train our body in a more synergistic pattern. This way our muscles will interact in a functional unit and will link the connected pieces together, meaning when we go to a golf swing, we have one thing leading to the other, and therefore our exercises should incorporate these type of movement patterns. In addition to multiple planes of motion, we like to use the concept of reversing, which uses a natural stretch reflex of the muscle system, particularly for a golf swing where we're moving rapidly in one direction and then having to go opposite directions equally as fast. Finally, one of the most important elements of a golf-specific exercise program involves the concept of periodization. With periodization, we attempt to try to prevent the body from plateauing or stop learning. You can do this, but it has to be done in a very systematic way by varying the surfaces, the resistance, the type of exercises, how they're performed, and constantly changing those so the body doesn't stop learning.